Ariana Grande has a voice the world fell in love with. But maybe the world loved that voice more than the person behind it. When she sings, the world is willing to go quiet just to hear her. But when she is not singing, what the world sees is her body, her face, her relationships, and every part of her life that other people believe they have the right to judge. Now, after years under the lights, with nearly every breath under scrutiny, Ariana Grande is preparing to step back from the public eye. Not because her voice has lost its power, but maybe because she should not be loved only when she is singing. And all this time, did the world really love Ariana Grande? Or did it only love what she gave to the world? After the final show of the Eternal Sunshine Tour on September 1st, 2026, Ariana will step back from public-facing work and public appearances. She has also withdrawn from Sunday in the Park with George, the musical that had been planned to open in London in 2027. This is not an announcement that she is disappearing forever. And during a concert in Chicago, Ariana said this decision was not made on impulse. It was not a reaction to one recent moment. She had been thinking about it and planning it for a long time. But the weight of this decision is not just about what she is about to stop doing. It is also about how long she has already spent standing where the world could see her. To understand why this step back means something, we have to go back to before the eyes of the world turned toward her. Before anyone was talking about her body, her face, or her private life. Ariana was simply a girl from Florida who loved to sing and wanted to be on stage. At 15, she performed in the Broadway musical 13. After that, people began to know her as Cat Valentine, the red-haired girl from Victorious. Back then, many people recognized her face before they even knew what her voice could do. When Ariana began making her own music, the voice that had once been hidden behind a character became the reason the whole world came to know her name. Her voice was powerful, gentle, and able to reach notes only a few singers could reach. Before long, Ariana Grande was no longer just an actress from television. She became one of the most listened to pop stars in the world. The more people saw her, the more people heard her voice. But people did not stop looking when the music ended. On May 22, 2017, Ariana had just finished a concert at Manchester Arena. As the audience was leaving the venue, an explosion went off. 22 people were killed and hundreds more were injured. Less than 2 weeks later, Ariana returned to Manchester for the One Love Manchester benefit concert. The world saw that she was able to return to the stage, but the world could not see everything she had to carry back onto that stage with her. Later, Ariana spoke about PTSD, anxiety, and therapy. She said there were still things she did not know how to explain, but she kept making music, she kept working, and she kept standing in front of people. The world could see what she was still able to do, but it could not see everything she still had to carry. In 2018, Ariana accepted the Woman of the Year award, and she said that year had been one of the best years of her career and one of the worst years of her life. Those two truths were happening to the same person at the same time. But from the audience, the world could only see the version of her standing on stage. Years later, the gaze that once followed her as a singer began moving farther and farther away from the music. People looked at her body, her face, and the people she loved. Images from different moments were placed side by side. Some people said she looked healthier before. Some said they were just worried. And some judged her directly. The words were different, but they all began from the same belief: that strangers could look at her body and know what was happening inside her. In 2023, Ariana turned on a camera and spoke about it herself. She said the version of herself people were comparing her to came from one of the unhealthiest periods of her life. Back then, she was taking antidepressants, drinking while on them, eating poorly, and living through a very low point in her life. The version of her other people looked at and called healthier came from a time when she said she felt at her worst. The whole world could see that image, but almost no one who looked at it could see what was happening inside her. Ariana asked people to be gentler with one another, because a person's body cannot tell us whether they are healthy, whether they are happy, or what they are going through. But even after she explained it herself, people did not stop looking. When her body or her face changed, people still asked what had happened. And when Ariana did not come forward to explain, others were ready to write the explanation for her. During that same period, Ariana returned to something that had been part of her life before all those eyes were on her: musical theater. She first saw Wicked when she was 10 years old, years before the world knew her as a pop star, and before anyone began examining every change in her face and body. Years later, Ariana was cast as Glinda. That performance earned her an Oscar nomination. But what made this moment different from other achievements was not only the recognition, because this path did not begin with an attempt to make the world see her more. It began with a little girl who loved musical theater before the world knew her name. Wicked did not make Ariana someone new. It brought her back to the girl who wanted to sing, to act, and to stand on stage. Before the world began telling her what she should look like, who she should love, or how she should live. In 2026, Ariana returned to the concert stage with the Eternal Sunshine Tour. It was her first tour in years. People still came to hear the voice they had fallen in love with. Every night, when Ariana sang, the world was still willing to go quiet and listen. But while she was singing on stage, her body, her face, and her health became the subject of intense public scrutiny all over again. Then Ariana's representatives confirmed that when the tour ended, she would step back from public-facing work and public appearances. We do not know how much what people said about her played a role in this decision, and we should not answer that question for her. Ariana herself said this decision was not made on impulse. It had been considered and planned long before the news was announced. But what we do know is that after living in full view of the world since she was a teenager, this time, Ariana is the one choosing how much longer she will stand there. At the beginning, we asked whether the world had ever really loved Ariana Grande, or whether it only loved what she gave to the world. The answer may not come while she is still singing, because we already know that when Ariana sings, the world is ready to go quiet and listen to her voice. The answer may come after the final show, when she is no longer standing there for the whole world to watch. After the final song of the tour, the world will still be able to play her music whenever it wants. The voice millions of people fell in love with will still be there. But Ariana herself will no longer be standing on that stage for the world to watch. Human Pattern Stories. Ariana Grande.